Hey, Kieran.
Hey y'all, here we are at the Cardinal Skin Art and Gallery. My buddy Scott up here. Got Rory holding the camera for us. Working on this finger tattoo now. You look in on this, this is healed. It's healed and we're going into it now. You see it's healed and a lot of the details are noticeable, but it's really light. The thing with finger tattoos um, is the ink on your skin regenerates quicker than any other part of your body. And a lot of the detail is going to be lost on just one session of the finger tattoo. Now some places what they'll do is put the needle deeper than strictly speaking necessary and run the machine faster than strictly speaking necessary in hopes that if you pound it in there, it'll show better. And to some extent that's true for things like letters or just blacked out symbols, and they still fade, but more of it will stay. Now, the thing is for a tattoo like this, I mean, this is a portrait of a lion. I mean, very high detail. This is micro-realism here. And a lot of this is going to it has to be put back in. You see, this is a healed session. We had one session, we did the piece completely, got it all in there, and it faded out. And this is our third session working on this. See, a lot of the detail is in here, and what we need to do this session will be really quick. We're putting the darker areas around the mane, and this will give us the definition to separate the mane from the face. So a lot of things in the face, they don't really need to be touched today, maybe a couple of dark spots. To work in an area this small, I'm using a 9 curved Magnum. Look really close at this. Just right here, there's 9 needles, and they're put in sequence. So it's a row of 5 and a row of 4. This is what we use shade with. So the needles on the end part will be a little less deep than the rest, so it has a nice curved shape like this. It's an incredibly versatile needle. You can shave with it, you can shade with it, I don't think you can shave with it, but you can shade with it. Run it at a faster speed and make a line with it. This grouping of needles is how I do almost all of my work. We use groupings really small like this, do this small detail in here, because we want it to look really, and if we did the close-up on it, you see the level of detail it's going in a small place, and look where it's going. This is the alternative. If you want a ring on your finger, you don't ever want to take it off. A micro-realism portrait would be a good way for you to do that. Carry it with you all the time, and they don't feel great. Scott's a pretty tough guy, so he's able to be stoic while we do this. The finger tattoos don't feel great. He says there's a tear in his eye. That's because he loves the tattoo so much, not because it hurts. Remember, I got I got a pretty high tolerance for this tattoo stuff, as many of you have seen while I'm getting tattooed live. But yeah, finger tattoos don't feel great. I don't like to get my fingers tattooed all that much. I have one tattoo on my finger that I need another session on. Some watercolor splatters on a semicolon, and I got a homesick written on my fingers also. And it's been 2 sessions now. It still looks like it could do with another session. And that's just for permanent art. You gotta think long term with this thing. If you're receiving a tattoo, do you want your artist to just try to pound it all in one session, hope it heals without scarring? And this works. There are a lot of tattoos that this method of executing the tattoo will work, but to get the best detail, the finest detail, you need multiple sessions. And I tell my clients to think of it like a painting. If you're painting something, you're using acrylic paints, oil paints, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even really matter what you're painting it on. You're going to have to really get the level of detail you want. If you're a painter that likes a lot of detail in your painting, you have to let it dry and then go back to it. And tattoos are very similar in nature. The skin needs to heal, and skin is going to heal different ways. Though a lot of our skin has a lot of similarities. Each person's it's going to heal different based on the location on their body, based on different medical and physical things pertaining to the client specifically. So they're going to heal in a similar fashion, but it's not going to be exactly alike. Even if it takes a day longer or a day shorter, or different parts of the body takes ink better for different people. It's because all of our skin are different. I mean, we're all fundamentally the same creature, but we have different DNA, and our body will react to things slightly differently. There are lots of rules that are consistent for all of us. So it's important for the artist that's doing this to pay close attention to the skin, pay close attention to how it's healing. That's why we like to keep in contact with our clients after we tattoo them. And I tell everyone when they get out of here, the way you take care of this tattoo is just as important as me doing a good job while you're in my chair. So back to the tattoo today. The plan for this tattoo is to just, like I said, we're darkening in the dark areas. We're giving them another setting. And you see already, from when I've been speaking here, you see already the contrast has changed. The face is up front, the mane is in the background. Yeah, see that right there? And I haven't tattooed in the face at all. This is just tattooing the mane. And because of this darkness around the areas, it makes the detail in the face stand out a bit more, just having that separation. Well, this thing will be about, I swear, this tattoo is going to be done probably in the next couple of minutes. So, if any of you out there are interested in getting a micro-realism piece, you've seen this one, there's other ones out there. Follow us on Instagram. You can look up the Cardinal Skin Art and Gallery, look up Kieran McHugh, Rosemary Van Dyke. You can follow us all on the Cardinal page or our personal pages and see the different types of work that we like to do. And if any of you have any questions, you can put them in the comments below, or just message us, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you have about the tattoo process or about art in general. Come in and talk to us and sit for a while, and we'll go over some art. We'll show you different images and get started on your tattoo. The tattoo starts long before the day you come in here to get tattooed. Myself and Rory, we spent a lot of work into making these designs. If you'll notice, there's not flash on the walls in here. Every single tattoo we do is unique to the person, unique to the place on the body they're getting it. And so this process looks, the first part is there is heavy amounts of research that goes into it after we've asked our clients several questions about the tattoo, about why they're getting it, what it means to them, how long they've been thinking about. And so we make notes on paper, we make notes on our computer. Each of our clients has a file. Actually, each client has a file, and we're constantly adding to it. Sometimes I'll be adding to a client's file just an idea that pops into my head that I think would work well with them. But for each tattoo, there's a heavy amount of research that goes into it, and then we begin drawing. And even the night before, when I do a tattoo, I'm going to meditate on your tattoo the night before I do it, right before I go to sleep. So, perchance that I may dream about the tattoo, which I do frequently. I'll dream about the tattoo, and I'll be able to solve technical issues relating to the tattoo in my sleep. Because you think about things differently while you're sleeping, especially if you go to bed with a mindset of focusing on this tattoo. And I'll wake up in the morning receiving inspiration from my dreams and just the amount of energy I've spent thinking about you and your tattoo. And then by the time we come in here when you come in to execute the tattoo, we've already been setting up a station, looking at different reference material. We make a little collage of reference material that we'll have out while we're doing the tattoo, whether it's a realistic stencil we put on you, or it's something that we hand draw using Sharpies, using the Electrum Gold stencil solution, and then drawing over top of it with Sharpies. So, there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of thought that goes into it. And we do this because every single piece of art that comes out here is a reflection of us and what we do, our art style, and it's also the way we're advertised. I mean, we're a business that the very nature of what we do for a living also advertises the business, and it's very important to us that everything look the best that it can. To us, it's more about the art than the business, to be completely honest with you. And I think we make enough here where we make a living, and that's all that really matters to us on the money side of it. The important part to us is that we're able to make people comfortable, and we're able to improve their lives by them interacting with us and coming in and being patrons of our business. it's not just the art, but it's the experience that goes with it. It's the memories that are going to go with it, and the way that we can build up the community around us using art. Well, that's going to be all for me tonight, and I hope to see y'all out tonight at the Poorhouse. Dr. Bacon's going to close that place down. They're going on around 11 or 11:30. But, you know, come before that, mac and cheese is going to be on there. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a good show. You can see your artists from the Cardinal Skin Art and Gallery out there dancing. We'll talk about art, talk about music, and have us a little fun together at night. So, signing off for now, America. Hope to see y'all soon.